D. Let them know.
Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the team with y'all. So, first up, Atlanta City Police Department is considering citing parents who go out and with their children on the intersections to sell bottled waters. They already banned it for people selling it on the streets, but now they're considering it banning it instead of basically charging the kids or taking them to jail or giving them any legal issues. They are planning on giving the parents citations instead, which these kids are just out there selling bottled waters, trying to make their money, you know.
Right, D.
Most of them, in an interview, one boy said that they make anywhere between $300 to $400 per person on a good day, $100 on a bad day. I mean, what's the problem with letting these kids get out here and make their money and, you know, put some change in their pocket? They just doing it to make money and to stay out of trouble. How do y'all feel about this?
You said Atlanta?
Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Thank y'all for joining us. Matter of fact, hold on, D. You done jumped over our viewers. We didn't even see who was on here. We didn't say hey or nothing. D is rude tonight, y'all.
Hey, Miss Najee.
Hey, sis.
Everybody else joining
Hey, Tia. Hey, Tika. Love you, friends. Patty, what's up? Y'all stay on. Y'all stay tuned. We're talking sex.
Y'all look good.
Thank you, Patty. We love you.
Thank you.
All right. So anybody that we can't see that's joining us, we love y'all. Tune in tonight. We want some men to join tonight too, because we want to see what y'all think. We really getting into some deep topics tonight. So stay tuned involving sex.
Zira said, hey, ladies.
Hey, Zira. Oh, yeah. Make sure if you're a mother and you on this live, that y'all make sure y'all inbox us first and last name and telephone number to enter for the Mother's Day giveaway, okay?
Yes.
Inbox us if you haven't.
To Monday.
Monday at 12 p.m.
Monday at 12 p.m. to hit us.
First, last name, and your telephone number in our inbox to be entered in for a chance to win one of 5 Mother's Day gift bags.
Yes.
All right, D. So I'm gonna jump into it. I just feel like that hot tea was pointless. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real because we real and raw. I just don't understand the point of it. I feel like that's not what I was expecting. You know, our topic tonight is on a whole nother level. I thought you had something else. But,
I still have more.
Right, but that don't connect. The dots not connected to D. But I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it. I feel like leave them alone. They learn it. Their kids is giving them something to do. They learning how, they learning how to be. They learning at a young age how to manage money, how to grow into, being financially ready in the real world. I don't see a problem with it. I think the situation should be deaded. Just let them do them. How y'all feel?
What I want to know, so you said they were citing, putting the kids in jail beforehand and stuff? No, they're just citing the parents now. Basically. But they putting them in jail beforehand before they decided to cite the parents? No, but they're trying to make it basically illegal so they won't be out there selling them. Oh, okay.
How you feel, Shania?
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, what would they rather these kids be doing? On the corner selling
getting
drugs,
locked up, getting more about black people,
or joining gangs, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
I mean, this is really giving these kids something to look forward to, something to do.
terrible.
I'm sure, girl. Kids terrible everywhere.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next tea tonight. So, if you're a fan of Love and Hip Hop, you know Yandy Smith and her husband, Mandisi. He just came home. They've been reunited. Unfortunately, it seems like the reuniting has not been as wonderful as they hoped. If you watch the Love and Hip Hop family reunion, you've seen a little bit of the issues going on there. And now they are on a show called Couples Retreat. And this week's episode, they had a face-to-face conversation about insecurities in their relationship, which they talked about was Mandisi being in prison. Mm-hmm. He goes on to basically tell her that he doesn't trust her. He gets on her about not answering all her his emails and text messages, his calls, and then comes out on camera and says, when asked, would he have done the same for her that she did for him if the roles were reversed? And he said he doesn't know what he would do. How do y'all feel about that?
Why is she still with him?
Well, honestly, a lot of men won't do that. Let's just put it out there.
Right.
Women do things that men would not do. I mean, know that that's not making it okay, but let's just most of them would not do that.
Mm-hmm. But how do you feel about him coming out and saying that on TV, in camera, for the world to see?
Right. Oh, sorry. I mean, he says honest truth. I know that Yandy said that she was asking him that over multiple times in private. He did not speak on it. I don't know. Maybe he felt like he wanted to speak on it. I don't know. I don't know if it was. I doubt that was about TV or whatever.
Or for him to be a little bit more relevant. Because he's not really relevant. So
well,
maybe that was
to
start some controversy to get some attention spotlight on him. But I just feel like that was extremely disrespectful.
Well, it was disrespectful, but it was honest. And like I said, most people.
Well, I want to speak on it. Women, women on this live, whoever, men stand on what the fuck they really say and want. That's the difference from women and men. If they don't want something or they say something, they stand on it. Women have a problem with giving in to things that they know that they don't agree with or truly wouldn't really want to do.
Right.
And I feel like from my perspective, I feel like it was no protection there. Mm-hmm. Take away, if you are dealing with somebody, whether y'all are just kicking it, y'all in a relationship, marriage, whatever, cancel out the love part. Right. Follow me, y'all. Everybody who's watching this out, take out the love. What do you really have? Or what really connects you to that person? Because people constantly yell, oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. Right. I love him. I love her. But erase the love. What do that person really give you? True. And I feel like this is a situation with Yandy. Like, you know you love this man. And you know that man love you. But outside of that, what do y'all have? And I feel like the fact that he didn't protect her, be real by any means necessary. But this woman has asked you outside of the cameras, personally, one-on-one, several times, I don't know how she said it, but whatever. Would you have did the same for me? Would you hold me down? And he never spoke up on it. He never answered it. But he waits. He waits until he get in front of other couples on camera in front of the whole world and you don't protect her. You could have definitely told her the truth, Mendeezy, but worded it differently for respect of your wife and somebody that you truly love.
Because that is his wife.
Me personally, I
just would have never carried him like that either.
But that's what women wouldn't do. Right. See, women, we try to protect the man that we love and care about.
Very true.
We don't like to bash their image or put them down. Men, they'll say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do. They're more out there with it or whatever.
Right.
But I would definitely say, to me, it's calling for a divorce. Because after I hold you down that whole beard and give you kids, and we done got married and built this foundation, and you tell me some shit like that, especially on national TV, and you not protecting me, what are we doing here? So you telling me that I done wasted all this time? And it's a lot of time invested into Mendeezy's and Yandy's relationships. So
she held it down. She held his business down, her
most
business.
Most women do, His kids.
I've
held it down
he
before.
has, I think, 2 kids previously.
Yes.
So she took on that responsibility.
Yeah, she was dealing with, hey, y'all, thank y'all for joining us We talk about the hot tea right now, Yandy and Mendeezy situation.
Right.
Yeah, she was dealing with the drama with his baby moms and so forth. Yeah, his mom. So a lot of time was invested, and I feel like Yandy is not only a beautiful Black queen, but she's, you know, a boss woman running several businesses, a great mother. So it's like, what more can you ask for, Mendeezy? At the end of the day, it shouldn't be any questions that you should not want to hold that woman down, or would have said yes with no questions asked. I would have done the same thing. Right. So I just want to put it out there, ladies, stand on what you say and stand on what you really want, because men, they're going to do that. That's how I feel about it. I do feel like Mendeezy is a disgrace. Sorry, I can't respect it. I would have respected it if he told the truth, but it's how he did it. That's what I can't respect. It was no protection. And us ladies really need somebody who's going to protect us. Right. Poor Yandy. That's all I can say.
Because he's embarrassed her.
I'm going to chime in.
Did you see how hard she was crying? Like, she was...
It hurt her. And I'm going to chime in on what you said. Even the Breakfast Club, the men on the Breakfast Club even said that. They said, damn, Mendeezy, you couldn't have no protection. You
That's
couldn't
what's
wait
bothering
till
me.
The cameras were around or anything. And that's actual men saying that and saying you couldn't protect her, at least for the cameras, sugarcoated or anything. You couldn't wait.
Just word it differently.
And
like,
you know,
ain't no need to sugarcoat
that blunt.
But that's
for
to
the world.
protect her. Like y'all said, Yandy wouldn't have
I think
spoke ill to him. It's definitely not on the camera.
Right.
He should have worded it different, like said.
He could have worded that so differently, y'all.
I feel like he doesn't appreciate.
Or he could just answered that question before they even got
Well,
the show.
first of all, he's mad because the motherfucking didn't get messages all the time. Cause bitch, people are busy. They got kids. They got a business. Sit your ass down at behind bars and wait until the woman can answer. I'm pretty sure 90+% of the time she was answering and calling and doing the emails. Okay, come on now. I mean.
She said
my whole thing is that when you cater to a man too much, this is just how I feel. They expect that. And when you don't open that door. Don't open that door. Because if you're not gonna carry it like that for the whole time being, then they're not gonna be able to accept that. They're gonna want something that was always the same, and they're not gonna want that switch up, that change. They're gonna be like, who is this? Who the fuck is this? I don't know this person. I want the person that did this and did that. So I feel like if you're not open to that, please don't do that. Plus, it's no reason to be out here catering to no man. Cater to yourself, ladies. Now, if he doing for you or cater to you, that's fine. But don't have that as something like that's constantly, indeed, you switch it up and he expects. It's too much. He was expecting her to always answer that phone. He was expecting her to always email him, write him. And she's busy. She has your 2 kids plus the her stepkids, and businesses, and etc. And he was like, oh, but when I was out, you blew my phone up. What husband says that on national TV? Oh, but when I was out, you blew my phone up.
He was in prison for his own reasons for what he did. Okay. Yeah, and let's not forget that, because it seems like he was so quick to throw that in her face. But in reality, he did what he did he put himself in that predicament.
Exactly. Yes. Why she got to be locked down? Because you locked down.
But a lot of men do that. They've been locked down. A lot of them do that.
Me personally, I also, because he got very irritated. Like, you could see his body language that he was frustrated during that interview or whatever. And honestly, I believe also a part of it is envy, jealousy, and pride. Because he can't handle that he's not that breadwinner no more. That he came home. Before he went in, they was probably splitting everything, 50-50, taking care of the kids or whatever together. But he left, and Yandy showed and proved, I got the kids, I got the home, and I'm still the breadwinner. I'm taking care of 5 businesses and everything, and you, while you locked up.
It's definitely his pride, because as a man, no man really wants a woman taking care of them unless you
unless you're just a bum. Go ahead and put it out there.
And they want their own money, their own standards. So he doesn't have that right now. He's having a hard time being
she's running
getting a lot of things in his life. Get things going. So he has a lot internally that he's dealing with. with coming back home and seeing the level that she has reached. It's about her, but it's a lot about himself. It's not really too much about Yandy. It's all about himself.
And I believe it's a jealousy thing because now that he's home, she's way up here. Like, she done completely, fully leveled up on him, and she's basically above him right now. And I think it's a jealousy thing that also plays into it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that he know his woman would have leveled up. I mean, it's just
he knew he was dealing with. She's been involved. She's been independent.
So, but it's a difference from you knowing it figuratively in your head, and then when you come home and you.
It's just that he doesn't have the money right now. And she does.
That's she calling all the shots.
It's all his insecurities.
She running everything.
And he probably thought when he came home, it was going to be the same. He was going to be able to get back to the money and everything like that.
She grew. She evolved. She changed.
Because he said he got denied by banks, and et cetera, et cetera. Lots of stuff is going on with his personal life, so it's all dealing with him.
Well, so I just want to speak on this before we get into the comments. Sorry, I went blank. Blank again. 1 sec.
What?
What I want to say.
Why are you going blank?
Thank you, girl. So what I want to say is that the person that you lay next to every night, or the person that you're dating or dealing with or married to, whatever, they can be your biggest hater. A lot of relationships have people that envy each other, and it's really not okay. And it's crazy that they can be the first ones to tear you down or try to bring you down. So I would just definitely say, watch who you choose, who you love on, who you lay next to, because it's a lot of people who really hate on strong, independent women. I've had several men tell me I think I'm better than them and all kind of other crazy shit. And I said, and I am. I sure did, because I'm going to toot my own horn, because I know what I stand on and what I bring to the table. And if you envy me or you jealous of me, then you're not the man for me. And also, you're going to keep being jealous, because I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing as the strong Black woman that I am. So I feel like you never know. Your hater could be coming from, your hating could be coming from your mate and the person you lay next to every night. It's crazy.
Yes.
But that's what I wanted to say. Let's get into the comments.
All right. So Miss Najee said, take out the love and sex. And she also said, hell, the business, the baby mama drama, mother drama, and etc.
Yes, sis. The list goes on. It really goes on everything that she was dealing with. Go ahead, D.
Naj also said, talk your shit, Danielle.
Period.
Girl, you know I always got something to say.
Yeah, because she went off, and I think she had that moment. She was like, yeah, that's her, y'all.
Don't tell it, no.
Tika also said he was being selfish, and if she had been locked up, he couldn't show up for her. Yeah, you won't know how a situation will play out, but they've been together for a while, and she should know he got it back like she had his.
Exactly, friend. He knew this. It's not like Mendeezy didn't know the good woman that he had by his side. He knew, friend. He knew.
Ms. Najee also said, just make sure that your man loves you more than you love him. When you love a man more than he loves you, you have situations like this. I feel bad for you.
Girl, that is the truth, girl. Yes.
I don't know. I agree with that, sis, but I kind of don't. Mine's like 50-50. Because if he loved me more than I love him, then I might not really be connected to him the way I need to be to fully give him that real love. Okay. And then if I love him more than he loved me, then he gonna feel the same. Like, I can't really give her the full me. I feel like when a love is equal, it's better. But I do get what you're saying, sis. Like, if you love a man more, then honestly, it's just not gonna work. And vice versa to me. Because I'm going to be honest, if a man loved me more than I love him, and I'm not on that level with him, good luck. But anyways, yeah, equal love. That's the way I see it. Take your time.
Myself more.
Right. Me too, sis. And I just say, take your time, vibe, really get to know somebody, and truly, do you, ask yourself, do you really fully know someone? You don't. No. You learning them every day. You really don't fully know someone. So yeah, that's definitely what I gotta say. D, I know you had something else to say. And any more comments before we?
No.
D.
So before I finish up the tea, I'm just gonna let y'all know, in case y'all didn't see the show or watch and keep up with the show, and you didn't see the clip. After the show, I will be posting the clip so you guys can see it, and you can comment your opinions and everything on the clip as well, so y'all can see it. We're gonna keep it going. And the tea has been spilled, y'all.
Yes.
Hey, girl, it's spilled. It's spilled over and shaking.
So y'all.
Hey, Michelle. Ooh,
so we are
shaking the table, y'all.
We are gonna get straight into it in just a second. Tonight's topic is really gonna get deep. Do not sugarcoat. This is a judgment-free zone.
Right.
Everybody speak their mind. We are talking about a serious topic tonight. Y'all silly, yeah, she crazy. But anyways, tonight's topic is about sex in relationships and marriages, and we really want everybody's feedback, men and women. Right. So we're gonna vibe for a second, and y'all get ready for this. All right, so let's jump into it. Like we said. Okay.
This playlist is a little lit.
You want me to say that to you?
You have to see my playlist.
I said this is shit.
Yes. Yes, sis, you already know. So we're going to jump straight into it. Judgment-free zone. This topic is open for men and women. Let's get it. First question of the night.
All right. The first question of the night is...
Let them know the topic first.
We talk about sex and relationships and marriage, okay? So the first question is sex important or a major key in a relationship and marriage? Is sex important or a major key in a relationship or marriage?
We're going to go ahead and start off with D.
In my opinion, yes. I think it is. I don't think it's the most important, but I do believe it plays a big part in relationships. Like, I feel like a relationship with absolutely no sex is just, you're bound to have issues or complications in there. It's like, how can you expect a relationship with absolutely no sex, especially in a marriage? Maybe in a relationship until you get to marriage, but especially in a marriage, I just don't see that. I believe.
So can you read that question again?
What does it matter if you're in a marriage or not? That don't mean nothing.
Can you read that question one more time?
Is sex important? Hold on. Or a major key in a relationship and marriage?
Yes. It is.
But why? You didn't even. You just kept saying.
Oh, you feel like just because you're in a marriage that it's so much important more than somebody that's in a relationship or
what are you saying?
Like,
I feel like
if you're married,
it is because you're gonna want sex in your relationship. I feel like it's an important key. It's people use it to connect or show affection in different ways like that, and then some people just enjoy it, like they love it or sex. And I feel like without, like, it plays a big part. Couples communicate with it or connect with it. That's what I'm saying. They show emotions with it, and I feel like without it, it can cause complications in a relationship. So I feel like it's a big part in having a healthy relationship.
So you saying if you don't have sex, you can't have a healthy relationship? That's what you're saying. Oh, okay. So I guess people that have lasted all these years, their relationship is unhealthy because they don't have sex. Is what you're saying?
I believe so.
So okay, Miss D. All right.
I don't know why you're looking at me. It's definitely that's your
that
question.
just blew over my head. But okay, so I'm just saying these couples that, especially these older couples, they don't even have sex barely. So you saying their relationship not healthy because they don't have sex?
They not having sex?
But ones that aren't. A lot of them at the age where they don't care about sex. So you saying they're not healthy because they don't have sex? So you saying no relationship is healthy because they don't have sex?
With absolutely no sex at all, yeah, I feel like that can be an unhealthy relationship.
Well, I think that's an unhealthy person because it's no way that you can have a healthy relationship without sex. That's just sick to me. I think you need to maybe evaluate yourself and your mental, because there should be a way that you should be able to have a healthy relationship without sex. That's how I feel. Okay, but let's reiterate the question.
So the question is sex important or a major key?
Hey, thank y'all for joining us. We love y'all.
And marriage.
Okay, so for me personally, I don't care about sex. You know, I love it. I enjoy it. I love all the pleasures of it, okay? But I don't need to have sex in my relationship for me to have that bond or whatever. Sex never been important to me. I care about all the other stuff within the relationship. And I understand that some people do care about sex on that level.
Thank you for joining us.
So if you are with a partner that care about sex, I think y'all should have that balance if you can find it. But for me, no. Sex is not important in my life. But I understand that it is a part in relationships. Yes, like Misty said. But it's not anything major to me. For me personally.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, let the ones know. Thank y'all for joining us. We love y'all. We're talking about sex and relationships and marriages. The first question of the night, Shania,
is sex important or a major key in a relationship and marriage?
Is sex a major key in relationships or marriages? Yes, it is to me. What? Why will we not have sex? I'm confused. What? Yes, I want sex on the regular, daily, multiple times. Give it to me, or we gonna have a problem. Okay. 2, I just feel like the reason why it's important is because that's the way a lot of people connect. They pour out their love during sex. Well, can't speak for everybody. I know I do. But that's irrelevant to you. Mind your business. Just like...
we want to know.
Just kidding. I was just playing with y'all. Y'all know we really wrong. But what I'm saying is it's the way to connect. Sex is beautiful. It's not a bad thing. Especially when it's with the right person and somebody that you love.
Right.
So I would definitely say yes, it is very important. Sex is very important in relationships and marriages, and it is a major key. I just feel like, what are we doing? Because if we are not intimate and involved with each other and having sex, I'm going to feel like, is it somebody else? Is it something about me that's a problem, that's not attracting you to me? Is it something I'm not doing right? Am I not performing right? Are you just not feeling me no more? But you just staying here because you love me, but you got your little side. It's a lot that can really bother somebody when your mate don't want to be intimate with you. So guess what? It's going to happen to you. And I'm going to go ahead and do me. So I just had to say that.
You go first.
I want to say I have my view, like I said. Y'all heard what I said. But I can understand that. That is true. A lot of people that don't have the adequate sex with their partner or whatever, the other partner do feel that way. So that is definitely true. Or can feel that way, I should say.
Yeah.
Can. Yeah.
Okay. And what I'm just gonna chime in on is that's why I feel like no sex in a relationship is unhealthy. Because even if one person
why didn't you just say that?
I think now she's finding the words to properly state her opinion.
Like,
speak on it.
Danielle, how you said you're not really caring about sex, but most relationships, somebody in that relationship actually cares about sex or needs that sex. So
no, that's not necessarily true because, excuse me, y'all, it could be two people who are in a relationship who don't even give a damn about that.
Right. I didn't say all, I said most. Like a lot of relationships, it's one person.
It's some people who really could care less.
It is.
But I get what you're saying.
Not all relationships, but a lot of relationships is where one person cares and one person doesn't. But I feel like that's
glad I never had those relationships. Hey, thank you for joining us. Love you. You are so beautiful.
But I feel like because of that, it makes an unhealthy relationship because one person is needing that or wanting that and the other person isn't. So it's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy balance there.
I can definitely see what you're saying.
Look, James.
It definitely can make.
James. Hey, James. Everybody say hey. James, where you been? We ain't see you on the
All right,
show.
James. Hold up, James. Shania, so what you got to say?
Okay. I'm going to say this. Personally, I feel like sex is important. Like
Keep
you
it real.
already
Come on.
said, you know, it does affect, you know, the connection and how you guys show. There's different love languages, so sex can be a love language. I definitely feel like
it's definitely one of mine.
So sex is a bonus also though.
Yeah.
I feel like sex is a bonus in a relationship because when you're building up your relationship, it's I'm going to say a lot of relationships aren't based solely on sex. It's based on a connection. Like it may be physical attraction. You know, when you first met that person, you were attracted to their features. And then it will be their personality, their spirit, their aura, you know, how they carry themselves. There's different levels to, you know, relationships and marriages. And, you know, speaking on, you know, not having sex in a relationship, Ms. Danielle, I do agree with you in the sense a lot of people, once they're older, they don't feel the need to have that sex because they have such a deep connection. It's not necessary.
Right.
But I do feel like it is important in different stages of relationships.
I think it's important in different stages of people's lives.
Right.
Maybe that's
right. Because some people get to that point they
just
don't feel the need for it, you know. And some people in the beginning they like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep going and going and going and going.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with either way. Whether you choose to have sex in your relationship or not, that's your relationship and you have that choice to decide with your partner. Now, please communicate with your partner about that, though.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What
so,
do you say?
How y'all feel? Honestly, is sex really important in a relationship or a marriage? Let us know. Leave your comments. Chime in. We gonna vibe and read these comments.
Ooh, so we got a lot of comments here.
Yes.
James said, yo.
Hey, James.
Miss Kia Jones said, hey, ladies.
Hey, Kia. I'm so happy you on the live tonight, babe. And congratulations on the bundle.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
James Salisbury said, fuck no, sex is very important.
Right, James. Let's just cut it out.
Right.
Yes. Kia Jones said, I don't need it, but I want it.
Right.
That's how I feel, girl. I don't need it, but when I get it and I want to take it, I mean, I'm going to get involved in it. Okay?
Judgment free zone. Judgment free zone. I just make sure I want to hear that.
I was reading the comments and I came in.
Judgment free zone. When she want it, she gonna take it.
You know, whatever. You know, I'm just saying.
All right, let's get into it.
James, we see that comment. I showed her. Boo Terry says, so what happened to the 90-day rule, ladies? LOL.
Okay,
Cuz is tuning in.
I'm past that rule. But what happened to the 90-day rule?
I'm gonna be honest, speaking for myself, cuz I don't believe in the 90-day rule thing. Honestly, if we connect, we vibe, and I want you, it's up there. What Cardi say? If it's up, then it's up.
Well,
go ahead. How y'all feel?
I haven't dated in a long time. You know, I'm clearly taken, but you know, I do wait. But I do wait. I wait. I don't get it.
But answer cuz question. Do you wait 90 days? Keep it real.
I mean, I did wait 2.5 months, so almost 90 days, okay?
She ain't wait 90 days, cuz.
You didn't make it 90 days.
How y'all feel?
I didn't make it one day.
I did.
Right.
I'm gonna say me. I never participated in 90-day rule, but I'm trying something new now. But I don't know what happened with the 90-day rule. I can't even tell.
First of all, I'm gonna make this clear. The 90-day rule was not out at it was not popping. Okay, the 90-day rule was not out because around my time. It's out now, now that we're older.
So
and
you
honestly,
should practice it now.
Well, it's too late. This is unlocked, baby. It shuts.
Well, when you do unlock it.
Oh, honestly, I can't wait to unlock it. I'm gonna just be honest.
Okay.
We ain't going into all that, but it's gonna get unlocked soon. But right now, I'm chilling. Shania, how you feel?
I have done a little 90-day rule.
Ooh,
okay, girl.
But was it worth it? Hold on.
No.
See? What we waiting 90 days for?
I was actually very disappointed.
Oh.
Yeah, and I never did that.
See, that's probably what happened to the 90-day rule right there. It was
disappointment. I was very
disappointed. Everybody in the comments, have y'all waited 90 days? Y'all believe in that 90-day rule? Let's keep going.
And Kia Jones commented to that in the 90-day rule. She said, "Ooh, that was different." Red's voice.
Right. Miss Tika said, "Yes, it's important. It's how you bond and experience. If you love your partner, sex is a part of y'all. But as they get older, the dynamic changes from sex to spending time together, doing other activities y'all both enjoy."
That was good, friend. That was true. 100%.
She also said, "I want to enjoy my partner in all aspects because that's my business. I feel like it's a combination of things to have a healthy relationship and marriage." I agree.
I agree, friend. You couldn't have said it no better.
I agree.
James Sasbury said, "I need to be there for this one." He also said, "This is right up my experience in this."
Honestly, James, we are glad. No, we need your comment.
Yeah, please comment.
Please share as a man, as a black man, your
experiences. Seriously,
right?
Yes.
Miss Sierra said a lot of people, well, some, can connect in ways without sex as well, but I feel like it is a major key in a relationship, but it may just depend on the relationship or how long you have been in the relationship, because chapter 1 can be very different when you get to chapter 20.
Oh, ooh, Sierra, yes.
That's what you're talking, girl.
Thank you for joining us.
That's what you're talking.
Yeah.
And I'm on chapter 35.
Keandra said, "To me, sex is a form of affection. If you're not giving me that, then something must be off or wrong."
Okay.
Hey, Key, congratulations on your birthday! We coming to see you when? It's up to her. What day next week? We coming to see you, man.
Yeah, we come. I didn't know it was today.
Yes, we so happy for you. Keep going hard. Keep doing your thing.
Yes. Kia Jones said, "Hey, ladies, and thank you."
No.
I'm so happy you on this live, kid.
Najee said, "Okay, butter."
See, sis.
Y'all make me say something.
Keandra said 90. What? If I want it, I'ma get it.
Go, girl.
Key, we here. What are we waiting for? If I want you, I want you. You want me, you want me.
We grown. We good.
Right.
We good and grown.
We're grown.
Danielle and Azia replied to that with some exclamation points and facts.
A reply to which one? Patty, which one you
To 90-day what? If I want it, I'ma get it.
Oh, Patty, come on,
give
Patty.
it up.
Speak on it. We need your comment.
Keandra said, "I'll be there Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, baby. Yes.
We got it, boo. We got it.
We can't wait to come check you out.
Yeah, I can.
Everybody on this live, go show love, please.
Yes.
To spiritually beat it.
Yes.
Please. Y'all already know she dropped the time in there. Drop your address, Keith, so everybody on this live
drop
know.
the information.
Drop the address, location, and the time. She already dropped the time. Y'all pay attention.
Right.
Black business owner. Let's get it. Come on.
Yes. James says, "Man, I ain't never waited 90 days of my life."
But I have a question. Are you willing to wait? No.
Right.
Are you willing to wait? Everybody who said, "Why wait?" Are y'all willing to wait?
Miss Kiana said, better get it while you can, because once you turn me off, it's over.
Yeah, Key, I'm the same way.
Pretty much.
Yeah, once you turn me off, we done.
Okay, James responded. He said, yeah, if when I'm on the chase, I don't get it, I don't want it.
You don't get it, you don't. Okay, James, I feel you. Oh.
So,
Hold
James,
hold on.
He said fuck no.
He not willing to wait.
You said, okay, I get what he said. He said, when he on the chase and he's not getting it, then eventually he don't want it.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. Danielle said, if I'm feeling you, then I need to really feel you to make sure I'm really feeling you.
Oh. Yo!
She said what she said.
So, basically,
she want to feel
basically, she wants you inside.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Go ahead, girl.
She needs to feel.
Kiana dropped that address, y'all, for y'all, so y'all know.
Girl.
Downtown Roanoke.
Downtown Roanoke, black business owner.
Right. Support.
Y'all ready?
We ready, girl.
We're going to vibe and then get into question number 2. Let's get into it. Question number 2 of the night.
Question number 2. If your mate wants sex from you on the regular and you don't want it, will you hold out or would you still give it to them even though you don't want it?
Okay.
And I'll reiterate that as well. If your mate wants sex from you on the regular and you do not want it, will you hold out or would you go ahead and give it to them?
We're going to go ahead and start with Shania on this one.
Okay, so I'm going to say this, okay?
And by the way, your bae gonna watch the show.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm going to be real. I'm a firm believer, and if you want it, you can say yes. If you don't want it, you can say no. I do feel like your partner has wants and needs just like you have wants and needs, and I do feel like when you're in a relationship, y'all do need to participate in sex, intimacy, or whatever the case may be, to make sure each other has their needs filled and met.
Right.
Sometimes I will say that when a person is not in the mood, there may be a reason behind that, and I feel like communication is super key in relationships, marriages, whatever, situationships, because something may be going on with that person. They might have a low sex drive, or they might not be feeling you. You might be doing something that's not turning them on. It's a lot of different factors that can go to that, and I think communication is super key in this situation. But if my man wants it, 9 times out of 10, you gonna get it.
Okay. All right, Danielle, we're gonna go ahead and let you speak on this.
So
if he wants it and you don't really want it, are you gonna give in and give it to him, or you're not giving it to him?
Like I said, I'm on chapter 35. Right. But no, for real. If I don't want to have sex, I'm not having sex.
Right.
Okay. Period. Point blank. I don't really give a damn what you want. I'm not having sex unless I decide to give in to you, or not even.
Or you get me in the mood.
Yeah. Or
right.
I get into the mood. But if I don't want to know, I'm not giving you anything. Good luck.
All right, D. If you could reiterate that question for the ones just joining us.
Yes, for everybody just joining us. If your mate wants sex on the regular and you do not, are you going to hold out, or are you willing to go ahead and give it to him? Me, I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. I just feel like, what's the point? Because when I want it, I definitely don't want him to hold out. I'm on it.
Oh, my man will hold out because I got the good, so I don't even got to worry about that.
Ladies, if you got that good, hashtag good. Drop them right now. Danielle said, period. Her man gonna wait because hers is like that. Okay?
I'm just going to go ahead and give it in because
Hashtag good.
when I'm ready to hop on it and get it. I don't want to hear all that. I'm not in the mood or I don't want it and nothing like that.
But I mean, let's be realistic.
So you said when you're ready to hop on it, you don't want to hear I ain't in the mood. But if you already hopped on, what he really gonna do? Sis, you won't.
Right.
Do it.
Let's be realistic.
Like, he need to lay his ass down.
For me, hold on, go now, then I'll go.
I'm just saying, let's be realistic here. I mean, you can't, let me not say can't. Personally, I'm not always in the mood, but you can't pop. Never mind. Let me get my words
Give her a
together.
second. Go ahead, D.
But I also feel like, just to me, I feel like my mate trying to show me affection. He's trying to love up on me and everything else. I'm going to go ahead and just let him. I'm going to let him do it because that's what he wants to do. And I want to return. When it's that time for me to reciprocate it, I want him to engage as well. So, and even if I'm not in the mood, I'm more willing to just go ahead and still let him get it instead of him keep trying and everything. And I can just go ahead and let him get it and get it over with and go on back about my business and enjoy myself.
Oh, I know what I was going to say, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Shania.
I'm also going to say this. We're not back in the day when it was
spread your legs while your husband wanted.
Right. No, that is true. I think there's so many different sides to this. Yes, you have to respect that your partner has wants and needs too, but you also have to respect the fact that you need respect for yourself as well. So I think it goes both ways. And it also depends on your relationship and how you and your partner communicate with that situation. But I was saying, let's be realistic. Not everyone is in the mood all the time, and it's okay to not be in the mood.
Right.
It is, but for me, I feel kind of like.
So do you feel obligated?
That's what I'm about to say. I'm not obligated to give you nothing.
No, I don't feel like obligated, but I do feel I just want to return that because like I said, when I'm in the mood, I don't believe in the word no.
Okay, so what if
there is no word
Hold on, wait a minute. So I don't feel obligated.
So you saying if you're I'm asking her. Can I ask her or
no? Wait.
Okay.
But I'm saying, why should I be obligated to give my body or whatever the case is to someone or not to someone, your husband, or your mate, or whatever, when you're not being pleased in some area, and it ain't even got to do with sex. Sex could be great, whatever, chemistry, okay, whatever, y'all showing up.
So you're saying if y'all are having issues in y'all relationship, you don't want to be intimate.
Right, that's what I'm not trying to be intimate with you if I'm having some issue with you.
Right.
Okay, you can kick rock and do whatever else.
So my question is...
So basically you saying if you and your mate are having an issue, you're taking away the sex. Well, then that's not okay.
It might not be.
That's not okay.
But it's not okay for me to be... in dealing with whatever I'm dealing with, and you want some sex from me, and I'm dealing with whatever else.
But also, you gotta understand.
We need to fix that because that's not working for me.
But also, you gotta understand. A lot of times when you deal with something, that sex that you and your partner end up having, it really makes things better.
No, not for me, boo. No.
Yeah, maybe not for you.
Not for me.
But because sex can really bring two people together.
Because after the sex, then I'm going to go back to your ass.
But
okay, I do it something in the moment, and that's that.
Yeah, definitely communicate and still talk. But, somebody can really be having a bad day with their mate, and they have sex, and it really...
I mean, it can.
It really gives them that space to feel, more open and feel like, okay... We just had this intimacy, this affection. Now I feel more complete to be open with you and we can communicate without the drama and the negative.
That definitely can be possible.
Sometimes,
That's possible.
Sometimes, not for everybody.
I just want to step on that. Sex can definitely cloud the situation and what you're saying.
Right.
Sex can definitely be used as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that people use sex to control their mate.
Right.
So I think
I don't like that. Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know you don't want it, but I'm your man and I have needs, so what's up? Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Or we're not going to be okay unless we have sex. So I think it's very important, like I said earlier, communication and really respecting yourself and your relationship is major key.
I agree.
So, but yeah. Let's get into
right. So I'm gonna speak on
I'm
it.
not in the business of giving anything to anyone that they're not giving me.
Okay.
Right, and I just want to speak on it. So if my mate wants sex and I don't want it, am I going to give in or not give it to him? First of all, it's never going to be one time where I don't want sex. Let's just make that clear. I always want it. Duh. And two,
They don't know you always want it.
I'm just saying. And then two, I just feel like, yeah, I'm going to give you whatever you ask of because you're my mate. And I kind of do feel like it is an obligation because this is your man or woman. This is your husband or wife. If you're not pleasing him or giving it to him, then, I mean, hello, it's other people out here who will. And I feel like don't play the victim when you was lacking in an area because you was in your feelings or you wasn't in a mood or whatever. You was holding back and they stepped out and did whatever they did. Don't play the victim. You wasn't securing and taking care of home. So I feel like period point blank, if my man is holding out on me, you're getting cheated on. I'm just telling you right here, right now. Don't play with me. Go play with somebody else. That's how I feel.
I love it, girl. Mm-hmm.
You don't love it.
I respect it. All I'm gonna say is I respect it.
You're getting cheated on because I just feel like what? No. And then don't play the victim. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? We and me, like I said, I show first of all, sex is one of my love languages. I express myself a lot through sex. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what are we doing if we not being intimate or really loving up on each other or fulfilling each other's needs? Why are we together? That's how I feel. Like, no, relationships is not all about sex. But that is a major part. But you do gotta have more than sex.
That's a major part for you in your relationship. What major?
Yes,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was just clarifying.
You definitely need more than sex though to complete a full-blown relationship or marriage. Let me just put that out there.
Right.
But what was you about to say, Shania? Somebody was saying something before I spoke.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I said let's get into the comments, but I forgot we should get a chance.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's get into the comments.
There's quite a few comments.
Let's start from the top to the bottom.
Miss Danielle said, "Peach, you glowing tonight, girl."
Oh, thank you, girl.
Go, D.
She is glowing.
Keandra said, "That's rape."
It really is. It really is rape, D. You said you're straight taking it. So,
is it when you're in a relationship? I mean,
yes,
you can still get raped in a relationship.
So,
you can definitely still get raped in a relationship.
Well, I'm sorry. I feel the same as Miss Tamika. If after a certain amount of time you're not giving it to me, I'm going somewhere else. So you either gonna give it to me or you won't.
Okay, so you either gonna rape the man or cheat on me,
right?
Basically,
yeah. I'm not raping anybody. If you don't want sex by any means necessary, baby, I ain't touching you.
Basically.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Honestly, no,
but be real though, D is not the only one. Hold on, I got your back, D.
I mean, men do it to females all the time. You wake up, they humping you in the back and all types of stuff. You got a nipple in the mouth. I mean, let's be honest here.
That's okay, but see, I don't look at that as rape. You're my man. If you want it, get what you want. I don't look at that as rape, but to each his own.
A lot of people that are married do get raped in their marriage. Okay, so people do.
Well, people in relationships get raped.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Right. So let's get back to the conversation. It's real. This
you
conversation
might wake up and something hanging in your face and all any kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You never know.
Honestly, I think that'll turn me on. Now that I just thought about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'll be like, oh, let's get going.
I'm still giving it up. I don't believe in no.
Okay, she just like this. She don't believe in no. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Keandra said, "I agree, Shania, but respect is important too. If I'm not wanting it, don't push yourself on me because even though you're my partner, that's still rape."
Who said that?
Keandra.
Okay, love it, kid, love it.
Yes.
James says, "If I ain't in the mood, I ain't feeling it because it's plenty times the females say no. So why can't I? I'm supposed to stop what I got going on your time."
Okay.
Right.
Hey, you got a point.
Right.
No, he really do.
True.
Why do females get to say no, And then when a man say no, it's a problem. I agree. It should not be that way.
It shouldn't.
Like, but definitely, James, you have the right to pick and choose your battles. If you want to serve her, serve her.
Right.
If you don't.
Yes. Najee said my sex drive is higher than the norm.
Right.
And Keandra said, but I ain't never had that problem. I'm always the aggressor.
Okay. Who said that?
Keandra.
Go, girl.
And she agreed with Najee. She said, same sis.
Oh, shit. Key, you aggressive. Okay.
And Najee agreed with the aggressor. She said, period.
Kia said, I'd be available to mine as much as possible. My mood might not be the best 24/7, but affection can change that quickly.
That's
okay,
true. That's
I
true.
understand exactly
That's
what
true.
you just said.
Yeah.
That's real.
That is.
Najee also said, hashtag better than good.
Hashtag what?
Hashtag better than good.
Danielle said, if I don't want sex but know my man does, I may give in, and if not, then I will do something else to help.
Right, and what else would you do, Danielle?
Right.
Could you drop that in the comments? Because this is really an open conversation, judgment-free zone, and somebody else on here might do the same she do, or might try it, because they really might not be into always giving it in.
See,
So, Patty, what would you do if you don't give it to him? What else would you do to please your man?
Right.
Nah, I said, shit, I don't think I'm never not in the mood.
Okay.
See, we eye to eye, you know?
And Keandra agreed. She said, exactly. I ain't never said no. I'm trying to get it in every second I can. Bathe the kids outside. Come slide type.
Right. Girl.
Right.
Now you gotta get in there with around them kids. Whew, them some troubles there. I do agree.
James said, I'm a business-oriented person, so I'll be in grind mode. And Keandra said that part. And then Najee replied to Keandra about she's never not in the mood. Najee said, hey, yo, I like you. Keandra also said manipulation at its finest. I guess that's when we were talking about sex. Blue Terry said, so even on your period, LOL.
Good question. No, that's really a good question. So have you really been intimate? Go ahead. Have you really been intimate on your menstrual, ladies? You know, actually, I'm so glad that y'all men are asking some real questions. Because the ladies, y'all acting kind of shy and nervous tonight. These men stepping up with the questions. Ladies, come on. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and jump on it. You know, I will not be intimate with every single man on my menstrual, but I have been with somebody that we was on that level. And I felt comfortable. But I can't just do anybody on my menstrual.
Right.
How do y'all feel?
Right. Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have with someone who I was comfortable with, and I'll do it again as long as it's somebody I'm comfortable with, but it's still something I have to get used to because of that feeling. But as long as I'm comfortable and everything, I'm willing to.
What feeling do you feel, Miss Steve? I just want to say, if you're having intercourse on your menstrual, just make sure you're not smelling, stinky. Nobody wants to, just make sure you're fresh. Even though you may be, flowing. Make sure you're fresh.
Honestly, that just made my stomach hurt.
I'm just saying. Because some people ain't fresh.
And I'm going to gag.
Make sure you're fresh, okay? And you might be flowing, but make sure you're fresh, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to say yes.
I feel gross. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I just feel uncomfortable and gross because I mean, it's your menstrual. I mean, you got that coming out and you got somebody in you. It just, I feel a little on the ratchet side a little bit. Like, it just makes me feel.
Well, honey, I'm not ratchet. For giving it to my man.
I'm not saying you are, but that's how I feel.
She trying to throw a
no, that's how I feel.
Judgment free zone, D.
It is judgment free. I'm just saying that's how I personally feel. Like I feel nasty and everything.
I think she feel nasty, y'all, because she's getting nasty, and that's why she really she got the menstrual flowing and she doing some dirty shit. So
somebody in me is like that's. It's something I still am getting used to, but
somebody in you. Whoa! Judgment free zone. somebody in you.
She said when she's having that moment and she's on her menstrual, the idea of that partner being inside of her.
Well, why would you do that to yourself?
Right, that's what
like, I feel like
it.
you're just basically doing what a man wants you to do.
Right.
Like, if you really feel disgusted while you're bleeding to not have sex, don't do that.
I mean,
I
would be lying if I said I wasn't horny in the moment, but I still just
every woman is horny.
Yeah.
You're the horniest on your menstrual.
Right. But I still felt uncomfortable. Like, it was something new to me anyway, so it's something I was still getting used to. Getting past that feeling.
I'm gonna say this. Yes, when I'm on my period, I am horny.
Yeah,
girl,
I'm
horny. Tell it.
And honestly, if you're a woman that suffers from really bad cramping, it does alleviate it. It does help. So I don't feel like it's nasty. I will say it is uncomfortable the first time. You're kind of like, but I think that's because society has told women that it is nasty to do that. You know, to have relations while you're on your period. But it's to each his own. If you want to do that, that's your business. If your man or woman likes it, that's on them. It's your relationship. It's your body, your choice. Do what you want to do.
Right. But I do feel like, ladies, you should not be running around busting it open with blood leaking from to slow down, baby. Okay? It ain't that serious.
Vaginosis or something while you doing. Don't do all that going. I'm
just saying, as a woman, you should not be wanting to, like, the blood stuff is, if you're a woman, the blood stuff is already too much anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So just don't be running around dripping blood on different people.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's a lot. But that was a good question, cuz. Thank you.
Keandra replied to that. She said, more when the cycle comes. That time is the most intense for a woman. Well, most anyway.
Exactly.
Yes. Elizabeth said, hey, pretty lady.
Hey, Elizabeth, we love you. Thank you for joining us.
Naj responded to Boo Terry. She said, Boo Terry, you in my business. She said, you definitely had to have more than sex.
Yes.
Right. Definitely.
And Keandra cleared herself up. She said, no, I was saying if you tell your man no and he's stuffing you when you don't want it, that's rape.
Right. I got it, girl. What you said the first time.
She also said, I'm a wake me up to it type of woman, but by any means, if you're not, then it is considered rape.
Right. I agree.
Okay.
Let's see. Naj
or you could look at it like that, kid.
Right. Naj agreed. She said, I steal dick sometimes.
Hey.
You know what? Judgment free zone. If you want to steal it, do it. If he's okay with it.
All right, Keandra. She said throat goat, baby.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not
at all.
Yeah.
Please your partner by any means necessary.
Yes.
Did Petty ever comment what she do?
Yeah, she said, if you my nigga, yes, we can have sex while I'm bleeding, but if you just said fuck, no ma'am. And she said, I won't do it if I'm flowing heavy, usually the last few days.
Right.
You know, everybody to each his own.
But no, she didn't ask that question.
Oh, but she also said you throwing shots.
I'm not throwing shots.
Y'all on track?
Keandra said, relax, sis. I think that was, I'm not sure who that was to, but I'm thinking it was
part of me.
To you. She said, and also Keandra said, yes, no, unless she wants some serious soul ties. I guess with having, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot.
Elizabeth said, if a man don't feel weird about doing it, then fuck it. Come to mama. But I've only ever sexually been with my man, and we comfortable with everything.
Right. And that was my experience. It was with my man.
Yeah.
Right.
So
what's your man?
Yeah.
Your man too, should I have?
Yeah.
My man too.
See, you know, we all did it with our man. You know, if you don't have a man, choose one or somebody you're dealing with and just do it with them.
No, it wasn't my man, but it was somebody I was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
How long was you dealing with him that you were that comfortable to?
A year.
Okay. So what was his experience? Because men do talk about it sometimes. Did he say anything, or it was just?
No, he didn't say nothing. He just put a towel down or whatever, and
who made the comment about the flow? Danielle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that a lot of men do kind of wait until near the end where the flow is not so heavy. You know, sometimes it can be so overwhelming.
Right. So the men that are on here, how do you guys feel about that? By having sex with a woman while she is on her monthly. How do you feel about that? Do you feel
well, I think James is disgusted by it.
Mm-hmm.
I think still. I don't know. But anyways, men, my cousin, Boo Terry, James, comment, how do y'all really feel about, you know, being intimate with, you know, whoever you're dealing with, your girl, whatever, wife, while they're, you know, on their menstrual?
A lot of men just say, put a towel down. Go take a shower, put a towel down.
Right.
I mean.
Right. By the way, don't let your man tell you to take a shower. I'm just putting that out there.
I mean, you should know to take a shower.
You should
I agree. Like, you should be fresh.
Take care of yourself, ladies.
Like I said, be fresh.
If you don't have any products,
but be
go
fresh.
see Octaviana Richardson, okay?
Right.
It's South the Mall, Yanni Steve, okay?
Right.
Take care of yourself.
I mean, I said be fresh.
James said, I ain't fucking with it.
And that's okay.
I know, James. See? I do it.
That's fine.
Want it, will you hold out or still give them what they want? And for the third question of the night is, if you are not being intimate, pleasing, or being sexual with your mate, with your partner, is it wrong for them to step out and get it from elsewhere?
Oh, bring that again.
If you are not being intimate, pleasing, or being sexual with your partner, is it wrong for them to step out and get it from elsewhere?
You want to go first on that one?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I want to say, no, it's not wrong for your man or your woman to go get it from elsewhere. You are not taking care of their needs. You're not taking care of, you know, what really completes them in your relationship, or a part of what completes them in a relationship. So they are not wrong for going to get it from somewhere else. And then when you find out, please don't play the victim. Because honestly, the victim role is really played out. It's 2021. You knew what you wasn't doing, and they went to get it from somewhere else. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'll give it to Danielle. Danielle, you ready?
I disagree. You are wrong. You don't need to be stepping out no motherfucking way but outside the door, okay? I don't care what we are going through, okay? You don't step foot on this side. If you do, we're going to have some problems, okay? And the problems are not going to be nice. So, no, that does not excuse you. And you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it right for the other individual to not be pleasing their partner. But like Shania said, communication plays a lot in all of it. But it does not excuse you to be stepping out on anything, okay?
Right.
Not in my eye.
So you feel like, I'm going to speak on it before Shania or Digo. You feel like if your man come to you, or you find out your man stepped out, but you was not doing what you needed to do as far as sexual, can I ask you how he's wrong?
What you mean how he wrong?
But I'm asking you.
Oh, okay.
How is he wrong?
He's wrong because first of all, he has now portrayed the trust that we have in the relationship.
But you have already portrayed the trust when you
didn't
didn't give him what he needed at home.
No, that's not trust. That's a whole nother something.
It is. Because he trusted in you to take care of his needs
and I trusted in him to take care of my needs and my pleasures. Okay? So now.
What?
Okay.
Can I step in on
Yes.
that?
She just switched it up.
I'm gonna step in on this, okay? First of all, I understand both sides of it. However, I kind of lean more towards the no, and I'm gonna say this. I always go back to communication. If my man comes to me and says, listen, babe, I really need you to be more intimate with me. I really need you to step things up, which he doesn't have to do any of that. Right. But if he does, I would be like, okay, let me work on that. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to tell him, this is what's going on with me. This is why I have not been as intimate, or this is why I haven't been in the mood. Now, if I don't fix that, or if I'm not working towards fix that, and he does step out, that is a conversation for us to have, because we have a situation here. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with cheating. I don't feel like you should do that. But in that situation, if you constantly talk to your partner and you told them, this is what I need from you, you're not giving it to me, and your partner is not giving that to you, what are you left to do? Either you can deal with it, or you can choose to step out.
No, or you can just depart.
Right. Or you can decide to leave that situation. I think it's definitely levels to this situation, and it depends on the couple, the two people, their level of communication and their understanding. Now, some men and women will tell their partner, okay, if I'm not giving it to you, or if I don't want to give it to you right now, you have that choice to go step out, and I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. That's a different side to it too.
But if you're telling me that, then to me, you don't really want me. A man who really wants his woman is never gonna give her a free pass to go out there and on no other man. I don't care what nobody says. He don't want you, sis.
I agree with that.
He don't want you. He's basically telling you he don't want you. So just go on and do you. Because if a man give you a pass to go do you with another man, you ain't the one, baby.
I mean, but some people, and I say that.
But no man is
cut it out.
No, but I understand what you're saying.
Relationships and swingers and stuff.
I understand that, but no man.
See,
really.
you just switched it. Swingers, of course.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you changed the whole.
But naturally,
now.
no man is going to want to give their goodies to no other man. Period.
Right. I was just saying in
different scenarios.
Different scenarios.
But yeah,
so we can get a background understanding.
Switch it up.
Like, no, I was just adding on what she was saying about open relationships.
It's important to look at it from different aspects. For me, I'm always the kind of one that looks at it from different perspectives, because there are different reasons why that person is not giving it to you or doesn't want to give it to you. And I always go back to communication. So.
And some people do say, well, go ahead and go out and get what you need. But are they truly okay with that? Think about that.
Right.
Are they truly okay with letting their partner go out?
If you tell me to go out and get what I need, we're not being.
Are you truly?
I feel like
I think mentally maybe something's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this: when people say that, it's one or two situations. One, as a test to see if you really gonna do it, and then
I see somebody do that.
Or two, they tell you go ahead and do it because they really don't care, and they probably already
doing it.
Right. Okay.
So what about if a person has, and this is just me, I do my little scenarios, has an illness or something that doesn't allow them to have a high sex drive, or doesn't
first of all, that should have been communicated before y'all even made it official.
No.
That can happen.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, what if you're in that relationship 10 years down the line, whatever, however, and something happens
we talked about that before, but we didn't go into depth. What you need? If you really like that person, you gonna ride it out with them.
But that's what
y'all saying. Y'all need sex though. So if you need sex,
yes, I do.
Right, but she's saying if you can have sex with that person, then what are you going to do? Because that person is inadequate at the moment.
If I'm already locked in with that person and something happens to them and they can't have sex, I'm rocking with my man. Then we just can't have sex. I'm not about to step on my man.
Okay. So you're not going to step out?
A problem or something happens to them or a disability.
So you're not going to step out?
No, y'all are dirty.
She said she is.
No, I'm just asking. She been made clear. She don't care what's going on. She got to get it.
Well, I'm just asking because that happens. happen.
If we can't do nothing completely at all intimate, like there's no intimacy. I mean, because even if we're not having sex, there's other things we could do to get that pleasure. But if it's not at all, then yeah.
So you think intimacy is only pleasure?
No, I'm saying
she wants the sex. That's what she's saying.
Okay, because intimacy and sex are different.
Right, different things.
Different things.
But she basically saying, period, point
that she gonna
blank,
cheat, period.
if she can't get it, you gone. But she already made that clear, though. So.
Okay, so what if you was down on the limb?
Right.
So you want your partner to go ahead and cheat and do whatever else too as well, right?
In that situation, I would like to work it out, but if they are one of those people that need it or feel the way I feel, I'm not going to be mad at them for they can't stay because that's what they need and that's what they want from the relationship. I can no longer give that to them.
Right. So what
so
was
all
your
the
relationship
love,
built on? Like,
so all the
if
love, the
was
friendship,
what was it built on?
the things y'all been through, that doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Well, honestly, a lot of people's relationships are built on just sex, and I'm telling you, that's not a relationship.
Right,
You heard it from me.
exactly.
Right.
So that means your relationship was built on just
I
sex.
think she's saying something else, though.
I'm saying there's more to it. We might have all that involved, but he still might be a person that still also needs sex on top of that. So if he needs sex on top of that, eventually, even though everything else is there, if he still needs that sex on top of that, I'm not going to be able to get it. So eventually, we're going to start having issues.
Not really.
I get what you're saying.
I haven't been in that situation, so I can't say for certain. But
I'm not gonna say for certain, but that's how I feel. That's
what you think. Now, let me ask you this: in that situation, do you feel like if you were in that predicament, if it was you or if it was your mate, do you think that you would, by you thinking this way, that you would cause the problems without there being a problem?
And that's a good thing, because if you mentally already thinking it, you're 9 times out of 10 going to carry out and cause the issue. You are right. That's a true fact.
So I'm just wondering.
Like that question.
Yeah, I do. Because you already think that in your head. So
I think it's important. I respect your opinion,
yeah.
But I think it's also important to be open-minded and be aware that what you're putting out may cause the problems in the relationship when there would not have been a problem if you were a little bit more open-minded in the fact.
And also, can you say that you are truly down for a person? This is for everybody. If you are going to step out because they ain't adequate to give you sex, like if they had cancer or whatever, like
if something
they can't,
major.
So
we love
did
you
you ever truly love that person? Can you say that you ever truly love that person?
I think you still could say you truly love that person. I just feel like you also have, as a person, we each individually have our own individual needs from our mates or from a relationship. And
I get what she's saying, because you can be like, I really truly wanted this to work and I really truly love you, but you can't give me what I need as far as what I fully need in this relationship, and the sex part may be something that they really need. I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if you want to go ahead and answer the question, she don't want to answer it.
I'm going to go ahead and join in. I believe cheating, yes, in any shape or form is wrong, but I do feel and agree with Tamika. I feel like if you're not getting it and you're not giving your mate what they need and they step out, they're not wrong, because you weren't doing your part in this relationship and giving what they needed.
But what if you can't? We just talked about that, right? What if you can't?
Well, that's what if you can't. But she said in regards to the question.
But what if
in regards to the question, you can and you're just not. Regardless if it's communicated, especially if your partner has communicated it with you and you still not doing it, then don't, like I said, like Tamika said, don't play victim. Don't play victim when your partner steps out on you and you find out because you weren't doing.
Now hold on. Let me make this clear on what I say. Okay? Let me make this clear. When I say don't play the victim, I mean really don't play the victim. They stepped out on you because you weren't doing what you're doing. But just because, I don't know who, Jake, I be making up names. Just because Jake wasn't doing what he needed to do on Monday, don't mean you turn around and go cheat on him on Tuesday. Y'all be doing too much. I'm talking about if this is a repeated cycle. I'm not talking about go step out on somebody because they didn't give it to you one time on a Monday. Now, your ass needs to be kicked to the curb. Because you're doing too much.
No, I hope people understand that a length of time, like over 6 months or a year or something like that, I feel like, no, they're not wrong. So a person
that needs to have sex, you willing to wait 6 months for somebody to get it together?
If you really love that person might really wait 6 months for them to get it together.
And so are you even willing to wait that long?
Well, if you are really in love with that person and you're actually trying to make that compromise and give that person time to get it together and see if they really gonna get it together, then you would. I feel.
All right. And also, your body craves who it craves. Right. And if that went over your head, then that's on you. But I know for a fact, I've waited plenty of times for a person or whatever, and I didn't have no issue with that. Okay? Because it craved him. And it was for him only. So, yeah.
We got it.
Okay, so I just have one more question, and I'm going to leave it at this before we get into the comments.
Right.
But my question is, we didn't really discuss a time frame in regards to when that person would be able to step out. Right. So what if that person, if you don't give that person, I don't know, some in 2 weeks, they step out? Do you feel like a person is really playing the victim in the sense of when that person cheats on them?
If you stepping out on me in 2 weeks, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
I'm just wondering because
I'm speaking for myself. We're done. What we need to be together for, you stepping out on me in 2 weeks, that's pitiful.
Because that was my question, really. How long is too long without sex?
For me, I'm going to say if I'm in a relationship with you and we ain't had sex. Well, first of all, hold on. Why are we not having sex? See, now I'm getting angry. But anyway, let's just say if I'm in a relationship with you and we ain't having sex. Honestly, after a month, maybe 2. No, I'll cut it out. After a month, we got a problem. I'm going to talk to you. I ain't even going to step out on you. I'm going to talk to you. And if it continues, then that's a problem. It's either we going to break up or you can get cheated on. That's just how I feel. But, 1 day, 2 weeks, if somebody not being involved with you in a month, you might want to check that out. I'm just trying to tell you some real shit. You might want to look into that because that's a problem. How long is too? Well, she don't even believe in it. Go ahead, D.
I think, like I said, 6 months or more is too long.
So you telling me a person who needs sex waiting 6 months for an answer on why they ain't getting none?
I'm gonna talk to you before then, but I feel like
so they waiting 6 months.
6 months is that period where I feel like okay, after 6 months. You still ain't getting or whatever, I feel like then that's the okay time frame period.
6 months.
6 months.
A person who can, I keep reading.
Right.
A person who can't wait.
Right.
Or really, sex is a major key for them. They're waiting 6 months.
I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying me general. If I really loved you, I'm giving you that time frame. I'm giving you that chance. And I feel like after 6 months, I feel like that's the time frame. Like no more than 6 months at that point. I feel like that's enough time. We can have that discussion. Gave you time to try to get together.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these comments, right? Because it is some comments coming in, and I feel like we need to not wait no longer because we got one more question of the night. Let's get into the comments, please.
Elizabeth said, for me, hell yes. We got 3 kids and one that needs a lot more attention. So there are times where I will go days without doing it. I feel like you always have to look at the circumstances. Now, if I wasn't sexually pleasing you at all, just to be petty, then yes, I can understand.
I agree.
Najee said, period, sis. And then when I said, love you to Keandra, she said, love y'all ladies. I'm exhausted tonight. Have a good rest of the night.
I'm sure that.
Oh, Key, we understand. We love you.
That's all right.
Let's go ahead and get into the last question of the night.
Yes. Last question tonight is, can sex ruin a relationship or a marriage? I'm going to repeat that. Can sex ruin a relationship or marriage?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Sex can ruin a relationship or marriage, especially if you're not pleasing them right, you're not doing what they ask of you, and you're holding out. I mean, duh. Who gonna sit around and wait on you all day? Not me. Yes, you're going to ruin a relationship or a marriage with me. Don't play with me. Go play with your kids.
Oh, okay.
I would say, yes, it can, but it's up to y'all as a team to not let that interfere with y'all relationship. If y'all truly are deeply
mature,
tuned, mature enough. Okay, so that's what I would say.
And I want to jump in real quick before Shania and D answer that. You don't have to have sex to really build a foundation and really fall in love and really connect. Trust me, I know. I've had relationships where sex wasn't even involved and our relationship was amazing. So it's not all about sex, but you definitely want to be intimate and show that affection and love, or it can cause problems in your relationship and marriage. D?
I believe it can. I believe it definitely can, especially if you're someone who wants sex a lot and you're not getting it, you want to eventually.
You feel like that's the only reason? Because somebody wants it more? Like,
no, I just feel like it causes. It's not really. I'm put it this way. It's not the key issue, but it causes other issues that causes the marriage and stuff to.
Yeah, because sex ain't even got to be the key, but that is the question. But other things can really ruin a whole relationship and marriage that ain't even involved with sex. But we ain't talking about that tonight.
But I definitely think it can, but I also agree with what you said also. I think it's on the partners and communication, a big part of communication and stuff, knowing your partner, things like that to work it out.
Well, everybody say communicate, but who's really out here communicating? Half of y'all don't know how to talk to each other. You yell too damn much. You only hear what you want to hear. Stop, cut it. I'm tired of hearing communication from people that's not really using it.
Well, I would say this, and
not
like
you.
I said,
I'm just saying in general.
I feel people should start learning to communicate more.
Right. And I feel like if you don't start somewhere, you're not going to get anywhere. You may not have the knowledge to properly communicate, but if you start, if you try, if you practice, you can get to that point.
Right.
But let me answer that question. Yes, it can ruin a relationship or a marriage, and it can ruin it in different ways. The lack of sex, your mate being addicted to sex, the issues with the compatibility with you guys having sex, not being turned on by a person or not being physically attracted to your mate anymore. There are different issues that can lead to a ruined marriage or relationship when it comes to anything regarding sex. So
I love everything Shania just said because she just basically went into the depths and the different scenarios of what could really cause issues in a relationship or marriage. I just want to end this. Thank you for joining us. Yes. I just want to end this question with, know who you're dealing with, learn them, understand it's more than sex that needs to be involved.
Right.
But if sex is a major key, that needs to be spoken upon from the beginning, so they already know who they're dealing with and they already know what to expect.
Honesty.
Do not go out stepping out on your partner just for the hell of it because they ain't give it to you on Monday and now Tuesday came and you angry.
Right.
Don't ruin something that's real just for the sake of pleasure. Really stand on what you mean. And I feel like in a relationship, a lot of people play the victim. Men and women. Just stop playing the victim. You know what you're doing. Work on it, fix it, and stand on it. And if you can't, either depart or somebody gonna end up getting cheated on.
Right. And I just want to also just add something in there. I definitely agree with you, and I feel like honesty is a big part. When you start to enter into a relationship or when you're dating or talking, whatever you call it, being honest with what you want yourself, being honest with yourself and being honest with your potential partner.
Else wants.
It's important to set, hey, I really like sex. I need sex. Not no, I don't know. I kind of want to.
Yeah,
like this is
not doing all.
We're at this point, everyone on here, we grown as hell. There's no time for games. If you need sex 3 times a day, every day, that's your business. That's your prerogative.
Right.
And it honestly, if people are honest with themselves and their partner in the beginning, it would save a lot of failed relationships
and a lot of
issues. And issues, because you need to be honest. Honesty and communication is really key tonight, y'all.
It is.
Just to chime in on what you said, don't forget about the ones who like to lie just because they want to look good to the other person.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They be like, I'm not really into sex. Oh no, me either. When you really
what?
are.
Oh no.
No, some people do.
No, we gotta stop the kitty games.
Like
I said, we're too grown for my ear keep coming out, y'all. We're too grown for this. At the end of the day, be honest with yourself and your partner so you don't have these issues moving forward.
Exactly. It's that simple. Danielle, you want to touch on it real quick?
They said enough.
All right. So Danielle, if you want to go ahead and get that out the card, so we can go ahead and show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's going to step out and we're going to keep talking to y'all, okay? So we just want to show y'all, go Danielle, we see you, girl. So yes, we just want to shout out and, show, some goodies from a Black business owner, Shauna's Bakes and Cakes. So we're going to show y'all that in a second. But I just feel like stay true to yourself. Know what you want before you dealing with somebody and be open about your sexuality.
Right.
Like, don't sugarcoat it.
You have to be open with, what your body craves, what you crave, what turns you on, what turns you off. Because for some people, sex is an important part of relationships. Some people, it's a deal breaker if you can't please them sexually. It's important
to be honest.
It's different levels to it. And I think, it's important to, like Ms. Tamika said, learn how to communicate properly. Honesty is major. And just being in tune with yourself.
Right.
But I'm going to read some of these
Then
comments.
you want to say something before she gets to the comments?
I also just want to piggyback on what both of y'all said. I also believe communication and being honest is a big part of those relationships where one partner does have a higher sex drive than the other partner. Mm-hmm. And I think that communication things can help build that balance so that it can work out, Y'all can meet in the middle ground and work things out when you're more communicative and you communicate properly and you're more honest about your needs with each other.
Right.
All right, let's get into the comments before we, dive into the Black business owner that we want to shout out.
Miss Keosha Smith said, more power to you because I'm not going 6 days, let alone 6 months.
Do you hear me, cuz? Hello. But I said the same thing. I said the same thing because I said a person who really needs it, it's really going to wait 6 months. I still want you to answer that.
Yeah, I feel if I really care about that person, I'm willing to give them that time.
But you need
but
it.
You said you need it.
So how you waiting?
I do, but I'm willing to make that compromise for my mate to give them that time.
I don't know how I feel about that. I maybe I misheard.
I get what you're saying, but I don't feel like you standing on what you're saying.
Right, because
a person who truly need it, 6 months, and you said, I'm leaving you, didn't she?
Right.
I'm leaving you. Now you're giving them 6 months and you're making a compromise.
We can't have sex at all, like I'm leaving. But if I sit down with you, we're not having sex for a while, I sit down and have that conversation with you, and talk to you about it.
Well,
you should tell the partner before y'all getting together that if you have some incompetence in the future, I'm leaving you, okay? So he'll know whether or not to continue the relationship.
I'm not sure what James was saying, but he said if the cat skates, she out back.
I get what he's saying. If she slide, I don't cheat on him, she done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't, I didn't catch it.
Well, hold on, James. How's she done? Because why she got to be done? You weren't doing what you were supposed to do, so why she done?
Well, I'm just learning.
But I understand also. Hold on.
Yes. Okay. But I'm just feeling the cupcakes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry. What?
Anyways,
anyways, James, like I was saying, you do have the right, if somebody steps out on you, you do have the right to remove them out of your life. But if you weren't doing your job, James, is she wrong?
She wrong.
Kiosha says sex is an important part. It creates intimacy and a connection.
Exactly.
It creates a connection, somewhat. But I see what you're saying.
James, I'm waiting on that response, by the way.
So let's talk about these love.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Yes, thank
So
y'all.
you're gonna need to get up and show them both up close so they can see
I
you.
didn't know
They looking good too.
so we're gonna leave that episode. But shout out to Miss Shauna Nash, Miss Nash.
Yes.
Say the name, say the name, say the name, say the name, say the name.
Shauna's Bakes and Cakes.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna let y'all get it. Now, if you don't know about Shauna's
Black
Basic
business
Cakes,
owner.
Those look real good.
if you don't know about Shauna's Basic Cakes, you need to know, okay? Shauna's Basic Cakes is moist. The presentation, see, I've been eating them, okay? But the presentation is just like the bomb.
Can I get one of them cupcakes?
Girl, you
Well,
gonna
I just want to speak on it. Can y'all slow down because I really want to speak on this?
Go ahead.
So I want to say, first of all, on our platform, we definitely support all. If you're a black business owner, upcoming music artist, you're selling something, it doesn't matter. We would love for you to, hit us up so we can put, your business out there, what you're doing out there. We show love and support here on Kickin' It Raw. And Shauna's Basic Cake, she hasn't really been around too long. I think she just started her business recently. Mm-hmm. And it's doing very well. And we just wanted to put it out there on how, great she is. She's on time. Her prices are reasonable.
Yeah.
Everything is homemade. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and give it to her. It's the best desserts and cupcakes, hands down, that I've had in the city. So we just want to, put her business out there. Y'all go shop with her. Hit her up on her Facebook page, Shauna Nash, or her business page, Shauna Bakes and Cakes. And if you want to go let them see one up close.
Now these look good, y'all. They're really good.
And also okay, her reaction. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
No, it really do give you a reaction. Also, she has
Just
carrot
look
ones
at
on
the
there.
presentation. I mean,
It was really pretty.
like I said, I've been eating them. Okay?
Right. But they also.
Sit down. This right here got me ready to smack somebody.
See, Shauna, see?
It's so
Very
moist. You can taste the strawberry. Like, you taste all the flavorings. It's so moist. It's the perfect balance of sweetness.
It's also homemade. Like, she really put her time and effort into it. And the art of her desserts are very beautiful.
Yes, they
What do you
are.
want to say, Danielle?
I've shared a post of her product. I've been getting desserts from Shauna Basic Cakes for a while, and like Miss D said, they are moist. The presentation.
Thank y'all for joining us.
She has it on lock. The presentation, the taste.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Everything is a 10. Let's just
Right.
It is.
Everything. The prices, how professional she is. Come on now. The art, the time management, everything. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's the best to me, hands down, as far as desserts that I've had in the city. Right. We do support a lot of businesses, but this is really the best that I've had.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really want to eat this whole cupcake right now, but I'm not sure.
Eat it.
No, I'm saying I really want to get into it like a real big
Get into it. It's that good.
And y'all know how I feel about my sweets, and hers is just.
So we just want to say, Shauna, from Kickin' It Raw, we love you.
Yes.
Keep doing great. You're growing. I'm so proud of your business. Danielle, you want to say anything to Shauna?
Yes, I love it. I'm going to continue to shop with Miss Nash on the desserts. I mean, I'm addicted. I mean, we love them.
I need some more.
Well, here you go, babe.
No, I'm gonna eat this, but I'm gonna order some.
It's some more.
I'm gonna need to order some.
Yes,
Right.
and also she did make some
carrot cake. Well, I
some
want
carrot.
carrot.
Yeah.
Carrot. She makes it all. Okay, just hit her up.
All right, so now that we spoke upon tonight sex and relationships and marriages. We hope that everyone took this and really learned from it or spoke on their experience and lived in their truth.
Right.
You know, this was a deep topic, but it needed to be spoke upon. Y'all know on Kickin It Raw, we're going to speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hashtag speak on it, and we're going to keep it real and raw.
Right.
Y'all got anything y'all want to touch on about tonight's episode? All right, that's it for us tonight. Let's check the comments real quick before we go. We love y'all. And also, if you are a mother, yes, you know, whatever you want to call yourself, baby mama, mothers, whatever. We are doing a Mother's Day giveaway to 5 beautiful ladies, 5 beautiful mothers. Please send your first, last name, and your telephone number to our inbox by the 3rd, which is Monday, by 12 p.m., okay? Please, we got y'all. Y'all gonna love these Mother's Day baskets. We doing it. Y'all already know how Kickin It Raw do, and it's on us. Happy Mother's Day. We gonna deliver.
Yes.
Let's check the comments before we go.
1, 2, what you gonna do? What good is a diamond?
Thank you for everybody for joining us tonight.